Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Sojourner back at it with another video. Hope you guys are doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty great, and yep, today is another blueprint review. This one is on the 556 AMAX. I think it's called Red Death. I'm not exactly sure. I can't remember. But yeah, this one is actually a very unpopular legendary. I don't think I've really seen this legendary that much. Um, but yeah, nonetheless, the base version of this um blueprint, the AMAX, is pretty good. I mean, the AMAX was like really popular when it came out, and then it just kind of fell off, I guess. I mean, I still see it around, but it's not as popular as I thought it would be. And I mean, I think this is actually a pretty good, weapon, to be completely honest. I mean, I never really used it. I mean, I don't really use any of the new weapons. I think, like, the newest weapon I actually grinded for and got was the Holger when it released, and I think that's really only because I was gonna get the mythic for it. But that was such a long time ago. I mean, and I think this released with it. I mean, I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember, but yeah, this blueprint, released a little while ago. So I mean, I don't. I think it was like season two, a little bit after the first anniversary. I think. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, the AMAX kind of reminds me of the M4, but with a little bit more kick to it. This gun is actually pretty well. I mean, it's got like no recoil, especially if you put like all ADS. It's quick. It's got enough power to be viable. Obviously, it's not gonna be something like the AS Val or whatever at close range, but I definitely think it's a very viable weapon, especially with the fact that you could turn it into like something like the SKS, or the SVD with the 5.56 rounds, which basically turns it into an semi-automatic, which is pretty interesting. I mean, I didn't see that happening with this, gun, but I mean, it's Call of Duty Mobile we're talking about here. They freaking released a banana, skin for fucking SMG, so whatever. But yeah, so off to the blueprint. This one is actually a pretty well made blueprint. I mean, I'm not super into the fiery type legendaries. I think they're just super overdone. I do have to say the AK-117 Meltdown is by far one of my top favorites. Um, legendary blueprints of all time. If you guys watched that, you would have realized that I gave it a 10 out of 10. Fantastic weapon, and it is basically fire themed. But other than that, I mean, I'm not really a big fan of the fire themed skins. I mean, they're all basic. They're all almost the same. I mean, this one, this one just is like the cherry on top for basic legendary. I mean, it doesn't really have too much of a custom sound. At least I don't think. You can hear a little bit more if you put a suppressor on it, but without a suppressor, you probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference, to be completely honest. So that's why, I wasn't, gonna do a specific part where you guys can hear the weapon. But yeah, so the Legendary Blueprint, like I said, released about a year and a half, 2 years ago. And when it was released, nobody got it. I mean, I don't think I really saw this one come, be popular at all. I mean, I think this is the only legendary for the AMAX. I think I'm not exactly sure. I believe it is, but yeah, I mean this legendary was like super unpopular. I don't know why. I mean, it's not even that bad, but I mean, I don't know. I guess just the AMAX, like I said, wasn't really that popular of a gun. It just never really took off. But yeah, so this blueprint is reactive, which is actually surprising. When I picked it up, I didn't think it was gonna be reactive, but it is. The reactive forms, I mean, seems how the gun is, all red. It's kind of hard. I mean, it's not really hard. I mean, if you look at it, you could tell it's fire, but I mean, if you're like doing combat or whatever, it's not gonna be something like the GK's unicorn or whatever, where you're gonna 100% know that it's, fiery, animated and stuff. But yeah, so this gun skin doesn't really have a custom mindset. I mean, it does, but it's not like too far apart from the basic model. I do have to say when I use it, it feels super clean. It does have, like geometric animations, meaning like the gun itself, parts move. The fins move a little bit. I mean, it's not too crazy of an animation. It kind of reminds me of the Renetti Metal Phantom, where the fins move. But the kill effect is decent, but I mean, again, it's just pretty basic for legendary, like it's, type. So, I mean, if I was to give it a rating, I'd probably give it about, I mean, a 7 out of 10. It's not bad. I mean, other than the fact it doesn't have a custom reload, a custom iron sight or whatever, it really isn't that bad of legendary. I really don't see why nobody really picked it up. And I mean, the reactive forms are pretty decent, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so I would give it a 7 out of 10. They tried. I think it could have been a little bit better. I don't really regret buying this legendary. But yeah, so that's basically it. I mean, a well-rounded legendary, not the best though. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. I hope you did enjoy. Peace out.